Alola Pokemon trainers, this is GatorX, and today I'm going to be going over my team for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. Now this was a video that I did last year and I had some fun with it, but now that I've played through regular Sun and Moon, I'll know a bit more of the Pokemon that are available and some of the Pokemon that I actually like using. Before I begin, I just want to remind you to check out my last video as well as my Twitch channel, which are both linked in the description, available in iCards, annotations at the end. Go ahead and check those out when you get a chance. Anyway, with all that taken care of, let's begin. Of course, the first Pokemon I'm going to have on my team is my starter, Decidueye. Of course, I've been Team Rowlet ever since it was first revealed for Pokemon Sun and Moon all the way back last year, and I'm not going to change anytime soon. Personally, I just really like Rowlet, I really like Decidueye, and I don't see too much point in switching up a starter if this is the one that I genuinely love of this generation. I always just think that Decidueye is really cool. It came in handy in the game a few times here and there. Its grass typing isn't honestly that bad. It can help in some situations, especially against some of the water type Pokemon of the region, but it is just really a cool Pokemon. And, you know, I really did like keeping it throughout my journey, and I left it nicknamed Rowlet. I think I nicknamed almost every other Pokemon in my team for my original playthrough for Sun and Moon, but for Ultra Sun and Moon, maybe this time around I'll give it a nickname. If you have any nickname ideas, go ahead and comment them down below. But anyway, that's my starter, Decidueye, Rowlet. I'm going to be staying Team Rowlet for Ultra Sun and Moon, all the way up until it's not available as a starter anymore. Now another Pokemon that's not going to be changing from my original team in Sun and Moon is Salazzle. I just think Salazzle is such a great Pokemon. It's very hot, obviously, because it's a fire type, and it's a pretty cool poison type as well. It did take me a long time, of course, to find a female Salazzle, or a female Salandit to evolve into a Salazzle. Not as long as it took some people. I hear some people spent upwards of a few hours. It took me maybe about 30 minutes, which is a little longer than I'd like to spend looking for a relatively common Pokemon, or at least a Pokemon that's common to the area, just looking for the gender that's not so common. But anyway, I just think that it'd be great to use this Pokemon again. It came in handy a lot, being a pretty good special attacker. Its fire typing did help with some of the grass types of the region, and steel types, and just other Pokemon. I just really don't see much point in changing two of my favorite Pokemon from this region, being Decidueye previously and now Salazzle. Next up, because of the island scan, we're actually able to get the Johto Starters in Sun and Moon, and I'm pretty sure this is going to carry over to Ultra Sun and Moon. At the very least, we do have the Pokemon Bank with the new Johto Pokemon now from Gold and Silver, so I could transfer over a Feraligatr. And who knows, maybe I could even attempt Shiny Hunting in Gen 2 or Shiny Breeding in Gen 2 and transfer it over to Sun and Moon, but of course that's all more thought down the line. Obviously, Feraligatr is part of my favorite Pokemon evolution line. Totodile and Feraligatr kind of switch every now and then for my favorite Pokemon, but they're effectively all the same. I just think it'd be really cool to use a Feraligatr for my water type rather than Gyarados, which I normally use, and last time I did use Wishy-Washy, and Wishy-Washy was pretty cool, but I just think that Feraligatr would be much cooler to use this time around, being able to use some of my two favorite starters in all of Pokemon next to each other. Speaking of surprise Pokemon that we could catch from previous regions, I'm going to be using a Salamence. Salamence is a really cool dragon type Pokemon. Obviously Garchomp is in the game, and it's been a while since I've used Garchomp in a playthrough, but I've actually never been able to use a Salamence in a playthrough because beforehand, Bagon was a Pokemon that you would have to catch in, deep in a cave, and it would take a long time. But you can actually catch Bagon pretty early on in Sun and Moon because of where it's located. And of course you could even catch a Salamence with the SOS battles, which is, I've seen some people do it and it's pretty crazy to get like a level 8, level 9 Salamence, but I think that would be something really cool to be able to do in Ultra Sun and Moon again and just tear through everybody with like a level 8 Salamence. That would just be so much fun. Next up is Mimikyu, and Mimikyu's a pretty cute Pokemon. I didn't get to use one in my original playthrough, mostly because I had my Decidueye, and I wasn't a big fan of Mimikyu back then. I thought it was cool, and I've always kind of thought it's kind of cool, but over the last year I've gained a better appreciation of Mimikyu, and so I'm gonna try and catch it this time around in Ultra Sun and Moon when I get the chance. It'd be pretty neat because it's just a really good Pokemon, especially in competitive stuff. It can be pretty useful with its high attack stat and with its disguise ability, and that could definitely come in handy battling trainers throughout the region in Ultra Sun and Moon. It is potentially going to be getting a brand new Z move. Actually, I think that was revealed, so that might be pretty cool to be able to use that as well. And lastly is a Lowland Ninetails. I just think this is a really cool Pokemon. It was one of my favorite standout Pokemon of the Alola forms when it was revealed last year, and I didn't get to use it. You know, in various team testing when I did on Pokemon Showdown for Ice teams, I did use Alola Ninetails, but I fell more in love with Alola Sandslash. But Alola Ninetails, I've gained a little more of an appreciation of it. It is probably going to be a Pokemon that's going to be a little more difficult to get, but who knows, with Ultra Sun and Moon being switched up, it might actually be easier to get it a lot earlier in these upcoming games. Also, in regular Sun and Moon, I only kept like maybe 4 Pokemon throughout my team at a given time, so this might be a great late game addition in that sense. Anyway, this is my team for Ultra Sun and Moon, and it's looking pretty cool so far. I definitely look forward to capturing all of these Pokemon, well, except for Rowlet, it's going to be given to me, but I definitely look forward to using all of these Pokemon. They all look so cool in a team together, and again, these are just some of my favorite Pokemon that are available in Ultra Sun and Moon. Anyway, that's all I've got for this video, but let me know what you think down in the comments below. How cool does my team look for Ultra Sun and Moon? And also, what is your team going to be for Ultra Sun and Moon? Go ahead and leave a comment down below, and we'll continue the discussion down there. Also, remember to leave a like and subscribe to show your support. You can enable notifications by clicking the bell icon next to the subscribe button. This will make sure you see each new video as it comes out, and will make you a member of the Chingling Squad. Anyway, this has been GatorX. Have a nice day.